Alright, hey guys, TWC Dimitri here with a commentary on some dog fights. Well, more so a dogfight analysis, if you will. We're going to start here over the ships, off a deal. I get behind a 109. He just now noticed that I was there. He decides that he's going to dive right out, which is smart because they're faster than I am in a dive, but I like to think that once I get behind a guy, I can stay behind him and I won't lose him, and I can maneuver myself into a position to kill him. So that's what I'm trying to do right here. He's going to end up leveling out, which I don't know why he did that. Maybe he thought I was gone, maybe he lost me, I don't know. But at this point, for him, I only see three options that he has since we're so low to the ground and he can't really dive anymore. He can either climb, which he's good at, but I'm right behind him, so I could probably get a shot on him. He could turn to the right, which I could turn inside and get a shot on him, or he could go to the left while climbing, which I could still get a shot on him. So either way, I'm at the advantage. But what does he end up doing? He just keeps straight, which gives me a good target, but he dives, which pulls away from me a bit, which puts me right into optimal range that I have my convergence at to put a squeeze into him and set him on fire. I don't know why he flew straight level like that. I don't know if he lost me or what, but that's the end result when all 8 guns hit that fuel tank. Second video, I'm flying over Le Havre. I'm going to help a guy who's tangling with 2 109s. So I spot one of them and I turn into him. At this point, I'm going faster than the 109. Now here, I could have had a shot, but I kind of wanted to save my ammo, which ended up not turning out good for me because I'm faster than him. I go right over him, and here we are. We both initiate a split S. Now, I should have just dove out, which I could have got behind him, but instead, I followed through with the split S with him. And while I was doing that, I didn't really realize how low he was. He was a bit lower than me on the split S, and he ends up getting a half a second window, maybe less than that, to hit my fuel tank. But while doing that, pulling up like that, he ends up stalling out his aircraft, which puts me back into the advantage as I turn off to the left. He's got to get control. He's going to try to climb out, which I've already turned around and I'm right on him. He starts to climb. I see him climbing, and I love when this happens. I love this picture right here. That 109 giving me its whole silhouette to shoot at. So I put a burst into him. He starts burning. I get another burst into him, and at this point I'm not using tracers, so I really don't know where my bullets are going. But now he's pretty much screwed. He's burning. I don't know if I wounded the pilot. His radiators are, leaking, so his engine's gonna overheat. But I'm still chasing him because I've seen 109s get away like this, and I'm still trying to get used to not using tracers, so I'm not getting that great of shots on him. But I need to hurry up and finish him because I'm running out of gas. Which, at this point, I wasn't really in that much danger of going dry because I always fly, especially on an A-Tag server, I always fly with 100% fuel because I don't know how long I'm going to be up. I know having less fuel gives you an advantage as far as speed goes. It gives you a little bit more oomph, but I just like to keep 100% fuel. Now he's going to climb up here. I didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was trying to get away, but I hit him again, and I guess he was just trying to get parachute out. I later learned that he had, when he hit my fuel tank, he thought he got my engine, so he was turning away. Well, that didn't work out for him. In the third clip, I'm flying with some guys. There's a guy down low. He's got about at least 2 109s there. So I spot one of them. So I decided to dive in on him. But I'm going a little bit fast, and right about here, my computer freezes up, gets a little stutter, and I lose him for a second. But I end up regaining my composure and regaining my situational awareness, and I end up spotting him again. He's in a climb, so I'm seeing what I can do with that. Turns out I was going after a Spitfire, but I quickly spot the 109, who's kind of on an angle to come towards me. Goes past me, so I'm gonna try to get back on his 6. Now, I know I've played with a few guys who, have trouble staying with guys' 6, and with this, it's all about feel. You gotta. It takes time. It's just practice. You gotta think 3 steps ahead of the guy, at least 3 steps ahead of the guy, and you always gotta watch your ass, because as you can see, I just had 2 tracers go right past me while I'm fighting this one guy. So now I know there's another 109 in the area, and I'm going to have to try to break off and get out of here. Break off of that fight. Don't get so concentrated on sticking to a guy, because as you'll see later on in this video, it'll end up causing you a little bit more problems than you may have liked. So, because sometimes I'm guilty of, just following a guy right until death, not really paying attention to what I'm doing, and that'll get you killed. He who makes the first mistake dies. Sometimes you're able to recover, but most of the time, once you make that mistake, that guy's going to be on you. So here I am looking around for contacts, and I see a 109 coming back in on me. So we start split S-ing. He tries to get me at a 90-degree angle. It didn't work out for him, and we're continuing to split S. He's going to try to climb up. I may have had a shot here, but I didn't have the speed to pull into my lead. So he had a little bit more E than I did. If he was a little bit lower, maybe I could have pulled it off. I don't know. But like I've said, I'm not using tracers here, so a lot of times it's kind of hard for me to tell where I'm shooting. That just all has to go with practice. I'm just trying it out, see how it works. Now here he's a little bit too far for me, but I start shooting anyway, maybe hoping that I'm going to hit him. I don't know. Shot in the dark, but the fact that he's climbing and turning, he's slowing down, and I'm putting forth the horsepower here. So he climbs real steep, and he gives me that little window to shoot at him. And here, I don't know what I was doing there. That was just being stupid. But he pulls off an outstanding maneuver to get right in behind me, and I try to counter it as we're going down, and I do counter it, but he's going to end up countering it again. This actually turned out to be a pretty exciting fight, because not only did I have that one, but there are at least 2 more 109s around. So he ends up cutting inside of me. I couldn't get an angle on him. He comes back around. I may have had an angle right there had I been climbing better, and I may have had an angle right here. But that was like a split second angle. Here I could have had one too, but he dove out right at the last second. So we're gonna scissor for a while, and that was a good angle, but I didn't take the shot because it was moving way too fast. My brain just didn't want to do it. So he pulls off another nice maneuver to get in behind me, and now here I'm gonna try to climb to slow myself down and hopefully get him to overrun me and get in behind him. That's what I'm thinking, and as you're doing it, like, you're not thinking, you're just doing it. And it's all instincts. That's how I fly. It's just all instincts. I really can't explain what I'm doing. I just do it. I was trying to get him to slow down here. Now, it does work a bit, but he's higher than I am. So actually, it did work out because he topped out, and I ended up getting around on him. So that worked out pretty good. Now here we get into like a real low and slow turning fight, which is my advantage. It's really not his advantage. A Spitfire can out turn a 109, and 109 can out climb and out dive a Spitfire. Now here I get one. I don't know. It's not here. We're gonna continue to turn fight. Now I believe on this pass I get one good angle. Nope, it's the next pass I think, because we're gonna continue to turn, which is good for me, not good for him, because I'm more maneuverable at these slow speeds. Yes, this is the pass. I start shooting and I see that I got him smoking a bit. Now here's where I mess up. Now, because I don't have tracers on, I can't really tell where I'm shooting at. I'm pretty new to it, but here's where I mess up. I see him going down, and I'm so concentrated on getting back on him, I don't realize how high I am, and I just end up hitting the ground. And I made the mistake and died. I think later on he ended up dying. I'm not sure. But, yes, he who makes the first mistake dies. I hope y'all liked it. Comment, subscribe if you want to. This is TWC Dimitri. I'll see you in the skies.